Hello, it's me. Gotta put the mic where it belongs. Today, I am trying some new Avon products that I got because I haven't done my makeup yet today. And my camera is being a brat. Okay, there we go. So, I am going to be trying some new Avon products today that I got on. I am going to be honest. I didn't know Avon still existed. I used to use those little quad things with 4 eyeshadows that are supposed to be like the perfect eye look all the time in middle school and high school. And pretty much you can only find those on eBay by resellers now. But they do still exist, and the company still exists, surprisingly. So I only got a couple things. One of them was this ring. Ironically enough, they still do this too. And I remember being little and getting like matching earring or necklace or like ring and bracelet sets from there. And I thought I was the shit. I thought I was the coolest person at school wearing those. So this is a little bit of nostalgia for me. It's just a simple, I'm assuming it's steel, but plated silver ring. It's cute, whatever. The real things we're trying today. This also used to be one of my favorite things as a kid. It is the Glimmer eyeliner. This one is Teal Sparkle. And I literally used to get this exact color. This one, navy blue. I think there was a red and a green I would always get. And I think a gold. I don't know. These still exist. I'm pretty happy about it. And then I got this lip and cheek stain, which I'm going to be using as a blush today. I have no idea if I'm going to put it on my lips. We will figure that out as we go. But first, obviously, I got to do my base. And we're not going to be shy. I'm going to show y'all the real process. Dermaplaning razor. Because I have PCOS. And unfortunately, I am not as cool as Frida Kahlo. So, this is a thing I do. It's annoying. Also, my skin breaks out like once a month. Not bad anymore. It used to be a lot worse. But it does still break out. Drives me nuts. So, we're also going to grab our dear friend, the popper. I got one right in the middle of my cheek. Beautiful. Now we can get started. So, I'm going to start with the Pond's Cold Cream. This is like the dark spot corrector one. I did get a new ring light, but I'm still kind of figuring out my lighting situation, so sorry if it's a bit weird. I feel like I look kind of orange. I guess I could change it to the cool light setting, but in my mirror it looks good, so I'm gonna leave it where it is for now. If anybody's got good camera recommendations, please let me know, because I would love to invest in a new one. I did purchase one because I thought the one I had didn't work anymore, and it turned out it just needed an update. So, I returned that one. But I have heard it's a pretty good camera. It was a Logitech C something or other. So if anybody knows if that's a good camera and if you get it, let me know. And then I'll just sell the one I have. Oh, speaking of selling, check out my Depop. It's the same as my TikTok up there. Also, it's the same as this. It's the same user everywhere, lizzyraexx. And I will lament about this till the cows come home. The reason I had to add a 0 to the end is because my original Snapchat from high school got deleted because somebody I went to school with got mad that I wouldn't go on a date with him in like 2020. So I just added a 0 to everything after that. I think the only thing that's different is my IMVU, because I deleted my original account on there because I wanted to start over. This is, oh my gosh, I haven't seen my forehead in like 6 months. I look like I look like a Walmart Arthur Shelby right now. Okay, so I'm going to start with my regular base. So, Elf medium brown. Oh, hello, Josh. How are we doing today? Anyways, we're going to take my angled brush, wherever it is. I have so many elf brushes, it's not even funny. Like, I've been using almost exclusively elf and Morphe for years. I did use Kat Von D back when she still owned it. I do not anymore because after she sold it, they changed all of the formulas and stopped making the fun eyeshadow palettes. So, pretty much an elf girl in this house and Morphe. For now. I don't know, they're affordable. They work well. I've never noticed issues with my skin type. It's a good product line. And then it is kind of humid outside, so I think maybe we should set my eyebrows. This is the Illamasqua eyeshadow single from that Amy Winehouse memorial palette set. Not palette, collection. It had a blush that did not match my skin at all. A lipstick that I still have, I think. Yep, here it is. And I only use this on the center of my lips because it's way too orange. But I love it. And then an eyeliner that I used up already. This eyeshadow. And a brush that I'm not sure if I have anymore. It was a nice little collection, and then I had to insert with photos and details about her makeup, and I still have the packaging. It makes me happy. I also got In Her Own Words, which I think is a memoir and a collection of lyrics, but I haven't had a chance to read it yet. And then I got that Live at the BBC record collection from my pal Gus down at Rhythm Records. Shout out to Gus for letting me perform my crappy guitar music in your space. Because I don't really have a setup, so when I do sets live, they're acoustic, and then when you listen to my music, like, produced, it's like 2 different songs. I don't know. Should I do... I'm feeling like we should go more natural today, because I have a stain. So, I'm gonna do mascara. This is the Essence Lash Princess. Is this one waterproof? This is not waterproof. The waterproof one is way too hard to get off. It works though. It lives up to its name, but it is impossible to remove at the end of the day. I only started using this particular mascara because the e.l.f. one I liked got discontinued. And I did a video on YouTube, I want to say 8 years ago, where I compared that mascara to like the most expensive one I had, and it was better. So e.l.f., bring back the volume, the $3 volume mascara. That would make me so happy. I'm wearing contacts, okay? I can touch my eyeball if I want to. I got glasses because I was going to run out of contacts soon. And I honestly don't like wearing them most of the time. But it is kind of nice to just be able to touch your own eyeball without having problems. Like, somebody tell me, is this a regular thing? I've been wearing mascara for damn near 20 years, and I still get it in my eye. Or like... smudged all over the place. At least once a week. Somebody please explain. 20 years, no muscle memory. Hydrate, kids, it's hot out. So, we're not going to do concealer. We're going to do the foundation trick for my brows. This is my favorite thing. I've done this for probably like 10 years now. I always hated back when like the 2016 makeup craze happened, when people would put concealer on the top and the bottom and have like a white line around their eyebrows. So I just use my foundation, and then if I do concealer, I only do it on the bottom. And it's more so for the highlight and then like an eyeshadow base. So I'm telling y'all, if you have like a hard time growing your brows and you want them to look more natural with makeup, use foundation to carve them out. Do not use concealer. Like, when I was in school, it was the thing to have super, super thin eyebrows. Like, almost like a single file line of hair. So, because my hair is super dark, as you can see, I did color it. I am going to say I did color it. I covered my grays. This part did not take very well, but my natural is pretty dark. And I would pluck my eyebrows almost every day, any stray hairs that were out of place. And it took 7 years for them to grow back. So, I hate dermaplaning my chin. Because I have very few chin hairs, but they are stubborn. So I started plucking them because I was like, maybe they'll stop growing back. But yeah, it took me like 7 years to grow my eyebrows back. So while I was basically having to completely draw them on, this is how I made them look more natural. Like, a lot of people genuinely thought I had naturally thick eyebrows. And the other thing I do, and like I have talked about this in almost every Get Ready With Me. I have made eyebrow tutorials. I've shaved them entirely off just to see if I could draw them on realistically. And the number one thing for me, number two being the foundation trick, is don't put product in the front. Unless you literally have to draw the front on and then do it as thin as possible. But like right here, where I start plucking or shaving my eyebrows, is where I start the product. I do not put product in this front little quarter. So all you can see is the natural hairs. And it looks way better that way, in my opinion. Obviously, if you're going for a dramatic brow look or you're goth, don't do that. But if you're going for natural and you literally don't have eyebrows, foundation trick, product in the back. That is the key. And I do have naturally pretty bushy eyebrows when I let them grow out. So I don't really need to put the product up in the front. I let them grow out, no shaving or anything, for like a year a couple years ago. Just to see where I was at with like the natural shape. And I've kind of found a happy medium now. Because I used to shave the whole tail off and draw like Spock brows almost. Because I used to do really intense eyeshadow looks and I needed more lid space. Because I don't have a lot of lid space. They're hooded. Can you even see that? Like my eyes are really big, so they're not super hooded, but if I open my eyes, you can't see it. So I would shave it to give myself more lid space. And so when I grew them back, like obviously they grow a lot lower. And I kind of found a nice little, this is where I like them to stay. But they're more arched for sure than how I used to have them. I've been on a journey the last couple years of like how I want to see myself. And I do mean how I want to see myself. Because I think most of my life it was how I want other people to see me. I'm almost 30, like we're not in school anymore. So how do I want to see myself, you know? And like I definitely prefer a balance between natural and super like creative, intense, whatever makeup. I like the creativity for me to come from the colors and like eyeliner and fun stuff like that, but I want the base to be good. So I've spent a lot of time on my skincare, on my diet, on hair care. I gave myself a trim, like an 1.5-inch trim the other day. This is literally the healthiest my hair has been since before I did anything to it. And also, I love doing this now. Like, the side, I genuinely never thought I would do this again, because when I did it in high school, I hated it. It's like, it could be 100 degrees out, and I used to literally bleach my hair so that I wouldn't have like a solar panel on my head. Um, for summer soccer and cross country practice. And now I don't need to do that because it's so much lighter. I'm like, is this what it's like to have thin hair? Like, people who don't like having thin hair, you are so blessed to not be walking around with a solar panel on your head, because I feel, and I only have like a quarter of it cut under. I didn't go all the way around the back, it's just on the sides. And I feel so much lighter. And I still have all this hair. And it's, you can't even tell when I have it down. It looks pretty much the same. And I feel so much lighter. I love it. I'm growing out my bangs too, because I did the V bangs back in November. And, you know, I wanted to try it. Last little emo goth thing I never did. Tried it. Don't like it. Growing them out now. So right now they're straight across. I got the point off. And I'm basically going to keep growing them down into like a curtain bang. But yeah, I've been spending a lot of time on that. Like making sure that the natural, or like the base, if it's not natural, is really solid. And then the fun stuff for me is like clothes, accessories, eyeliner, which is what I've always liked, but I just kind of forgot about it for the last 10 years, which is a third of my life. That is way too long. What are we doing? Let's see. Ooh, I have an idea. This is a lip and cheek stain. Should I put it on my eyes? Because if I put this on my eyes and I use these lashes, these are my Luna cosplay lashes. These could be good for a Verosica too, now that I think about it. But yeah, these are my Luna cosplay lashes. They got the little red tail on them. I do also have these green ones from Looks That Thrill, which is a local company. I think they're fun. I think they're festive. And then I also have these. I like how they look. I hate putting them on. So I should just get rid of them, honestly. Now, you know what? We're not going to put this on my eyes, but I am going to be using this to, in my waterline. So I'm thinking we'll just do a very basic, maybe like a glittery kind of, yeah, let's do glitter. I want to do glitter today. Yeah. So this is the Morphe. Oh, I broke it. I broke my palette. Oh dear. There's like a little piece of plastic that just fell off. I don't know where it went. This is the Morphe 9V palette. This is the second one I've owned because I use it a lot. Clearly, this is also the second one I've broken at the hinge. So we're going to start by taking this light color and putting it on my entire eyelid. What's left of it anyway, because I used it up. And this is my favorite base color because it's very neutral. It doesn't look white, it doesn't look yellow. If you put it over concealer, it looks white, but over foundation, it just gives you that nice flat, kind of bright starting point to work with. Also, as you can see, I finally found a foundation color that actually matches. I've been using this brand for 4 years now, I think. The Tarte Face Tape. Love it. They have so many undertone options. I did use Fenty for a while, back when my skin was a lot drier, but it changed after I got pregnant. My skin is now, like, combination oily. But I also think it was the water, too, because, like, ever since I moved away from my hometown, which the first time I moved away was when I was pregnant, my hair has been a lot better. My skin has been a lot better. And then every time I've ever visited there and used their water to wash my hair or shower, it's like my hair starts cracking off. My skin is like peeling. Y'all, my hometown has the worst water on the planet. Well, it has the worst hard water. Like, it's not Flint, Michigan. But the water is not great. And I also wonder if that's why my mental health got better when I moved away. Because, like, you can't tell me that isn't calcifying my brain stem. However, my teeth are more yellow. So, they put a lot of fluoride in their water, for sure. My teeth aren't even yellow, they're just more yellow than... Like, in this lighting, they're yellow, right? Where's my phone? I used to get compliments on how white my teeth were, and it was funny, because I didn't do anything special. They look normal right now. So, less fluoride in the water is definitely great for my skin and hair, and mental health. I've also had a much easier time losing weight. My cycle has not been as bad. I'm thinking it was the water. If I ever move back there, I'm getting a filtration system, and I'm getting water softener. So this is the base of my eyes. I think I'm gonna use this. I never use this palette. It's a Revolution, like, highlight palette. And honestly, none of these work as highlight on my skin. They're all too dark. So we're gonna put them on my eyes today. So I'm gonna start with this one. This dark, kind of plum one, right in the outside. Look at that shimmer. You can see it on my crappy Walmart camera. That's crazy. Anyway, we're gonna put that on the outer corner and kind of make a wing with it. I love this brush. This is my favorite brush. This is honestly a really pretty color. I should use it more. There's a similar one in that 9V palette, but it doesn't have as much shimmer. And then we're going to take this kind of mauve pink in the middle. Beautiful. Beautiful. Add a little more of this up top. Remember when I used to do like 3-hour cut creases and just like draw clouds on my face and stuff, and now I'm like, we're gonna slap glitter on my eyelid like it's 1995, which I was not there for, and call it a day. 90s makeup looks better. Goth too. Grunge. But I do have a soft spot for the 2016 glam. Oh, I got fallout. My face is glittery now. And then this one is the only one that kind of sort of works as a highlight on me. This peach one here. We're going to put that in the inside. Oh, did I get those two mixed up? Oh, I got those two mixed up. Never mind. This one is the one I can use as a highlight. This one is very peach. Very peachy. I'm actually going to bring that back over and we're going to swap these two because I got them mixed up. Oh, that's so pretty. Look how... The fact that you can see the glitter on this crappy camera. Ooh, I love it. I love it. She's beautiful. Okay, this one in the inner corner. Ooh, I was going to put highlight over that, but I'm going to leave it. You know what I miss? The Kat Von D Alchemist highlight palette. If anybody has an unopened one, I will buy it from you. I don't care how much. I think it was $18. I would pay like $50 for one of those right now. So that's gonna be our eyeshadow. That's it. That's all we're doing. I am gonna wear lashes today. Just cause. Am I gonna wear lashes today? I lied, I'm not gonna wear lashes today. I don't feel like wearing lashes today. We're gonna let the shimmer be the star. So I'm gonna need more mascara. And I finally got a lash separator. Finally joined the 21st century. I had a really bad problem when I was younger of like, when I had anxiety, I would pull out my eyelashes. So I actually started wearing fake eyelashes in like the 4th grade. Just because I was embarrassed that I had gaps and they wouldn't grow back. So I would use like those cluster ones, but I hated them because at the time they were very, very difficult to put on. They're much easier now. And then I stopped wearing lashes for a long time. And then I started wearing strip ones in high school because, you know, scene kid stuff. And it's honestly a lot easier now. The technology has improved quite a bit. So naturally that's when I start having good looking lashes. Is when it's way easier to fake it, and lash extensions and lamination are cheaper and all this other stuff. Yeah, once I got my base and my natural together is when all the technology started being like, oh, it's easier than ever to pretend. I'm a little bitter about it. I was like, I wish we had filler and tattoo makeup and, well, like cheap tattoo makeup and lash extensions when I was in middle school and I had cystic acne and looked like a bum. And now that I look good naturally, we have all these things. Like, come on. I missed the boat on filler. I would have loved to have filler when I was, 15 and weighed 100 pounds and I looked like that would have been nice. Give me a little cheekbones. I might get I might still get filler, but I'm waiting until after I hit my weight loss goal. And as y'all know, for the first time in my life, I am taking it slow. I have been the same weight almost for 3 years, and I'm still 20 pounds from my goal. And I feel way better that way than like rushing it. But that also means that I'm not getting filler or like a tummy tuck or anything yet because it'll change as I lose weight still. So but those are my end goals, is like once I get to my goal weight, I want to get all the cosmetic things, but only after I've maintained that weight for at least 6 months, because I want to know I can do it without getting sick. Because I tend to get sick when I get too low, just because I have like higher muscle than, PCOS problems. Except it's fun though, because when I go to the gym, I'm like, yeah, I can pick up a grown man with no training. Let's see. I wonder if this works better under foundation. We're gonna try it. So, this is the Avon Glimmer Lip and Cheek Stain. This one is called Plumeria, and it's like a red. It's like an oil, almost. So, let's swatch her on my pasty wrist. That's what it looks like, just straight up brushed on. And then blend it a little bit. It's honestly pretty light. That's gonna look nice. Okay. And I know the thing with stains is they're supposed to like wear over time and get darker or deeper or whatever, so we're just gonna do a little bit. I'm gonna do here, here, and on my nose. I'm not gonna put this on my lips yet. I used to use lipstick as blush, like in high school. I think the only thing I wore in high school was lipstick, sometimes powder foundation, lipstick as blush, lipstick as eyeshadow, winged eyeliner. And then I started doing my eyebrows senior year. That was it. Sometimes I didn't even do mascara. That was my whole routine. I probably should have checked if I was allergic to this first. What if, like, tomorrow my face is just, like, puffed up? No. That's what it looks like on there. I'm thinking this is definitely going to work under foundation because it looks pretty... Like, it looks subtle, but it's there. It's definitely there. But if it doesn't show up, I'll just put more on top. So. Then I'm going to do my foundation layer. And this, again, is the Tarte Face Tape. I have been using this for years. This is 37N, which is a neutral medium tan. And then I either use 35N or 34S in the winter. Hello. That's a cool name. Everybody got cool usernames up in this chat. How's it going? How's life? Okay, we're gonna take my big ol'... Is this an elf brush? This is an elf brush. I'm gonna blend this out. I used to use beauty blenders. I kind of stopped doing that in like 2020 just because I used to do way more intense looks. But I'm considering switching back to beauty blenders because I do like the more airbrushed look at the moment, where it's not so intense. This is the e.l.f. Ultimate Blending Brush. I feel like it's a happy medium, because I also have the Kat Von D foundation brush, and that one definitely gives you more coverage. This one's more like feathered out. Oh yeah, you can totally still see that underneath. And then I don't put foundation on my nose anymore, unless I need to blend my nose contour, so. My routine has gotten a lot simpler in the last couple of years. You can definitely still see it underneath. I'm going to wait until the end to see if I want to put more on, but I still got the flush going. So, the other product I wanted to try, which again, I used to buy this all the time. This is the Avon Glimmer. How close do you need to be? Glimmer eyeliner in teal. I used to do this every day. We're going to see if I can still do it. Wow, the formula is way better. Immediately. My eye is not itchy. I remember this used to be so itchy to wear. I can see the glitter, even on my eyelashes. And the color is much more pigmented. Holy crap. That is way better than it was 15 years ago. I'm also going to do a little bit underneath on the outer part here. Kind of bring it into that wing. Okay. Okay, I may need to reconsider not lining my waterline anymore. This looks amazing. This is what I wanted it to look like when I was a kid, and I had to do so many layers. And I'm not really that dark. Like, this lighting sucks. I'll show you. I'll show you what it looks like when I have... I had to lower the exposure just to avoid the lag in the video. This is what I actually look like. As you can see, the video is very laggy now. This is what I actually look like. I'll probably be as dark as the other one in August when I've been outside all summer. But I'm not that dark, and I used to have to put layers and layers of eyeliner on for it to show up at all. And holy crap, this is so much better. Shout out to Avon for improving your formula. I genuinely remember sitting there like for like 10 straight minutes trying to get this exact shade to show up. That is beautiful. And it goes really well with the pink because it's kind of like a cool tone pink. Oh boy. Okay. Excuse me while I restart my collection of these, because I used to have like almost every color. Just for comparison, this is a blue from LA Girl, which is cheap. Very bright, no shimmer, right? This is a purple from LA Girl, which I almost never use and need to sharpen apparently. Where's my sharpener? Oh god, where is my sharpener? I have no idea. And then this is from J2, which is a black-owned brand. This is a green. Doesn't have any shimmer. This is their white, which I normally, if I do my waterline, that's what I use as a highlight. And then if I were comparing one of these from 15 years ago compared to these, it would not show up at all. What? Okay. Okay. Avon 2025 for the win. I'm serious. I literally used to sit there. Layers and layers and layers of eyeliner trying to get it to show up at all, and I am not very dark. And it doesn't itch anymore, and it's still glittery. Okay. I'm sold. I'm going to restart my collection of these. I'm so happy. How am I doing? Well, I'm doing fantastic right now because I haven't tried this product in 15 years, and it is so much better. That, oh my god. My eyes actually look brown. So, okay, they had these little quads. I'm going to pull up a picture of it. They had these little quads back in the day that were, they kind of looked like little bubbles in the eyeshadow palette. And they would just, let's go here. Yeah, these ones. So they look like little bubbles. Oh my god, they're so cute. They're so cute. This is what I used to have. This one was my favorite. I used this literally every day. But the blue one was, I bought it because it's supposed to bring out your, I shouldn't say I bought it, my mom bought it for me. I was like 10. It was supposed to bring out the brown in your eyes, if I can find the exact one. I know I had this one too. I had pretty much all of them. But there was one blue one. That's not it, because it had shimmer in it. There we go. Here's a picture of all of them. Open image. Look at that. So these were my Roman Empire as a child. And this 33, this blue one, right? I got that because it's supposed to bring out the brown in your eyes, and my eyes can look black in most lighting. And then this eyeliner I would pair with it. And it actually, they have succeeded. It may have taken them 15 years, but they have succeeded. My eyes actually look brown instead of black. And it actually shows up, and my eyes aren't itchy. Okay, y'all have no idea how annoying it is to have itchy eyeballs when you're wearing contacts, when you're trying to be a makeup guru. Like, because that was how I started my YouTube, was I wanted to be like a beauty YouTuber, the next scene queen, whatever. I could not find eyeliner that wouldn't drive me nuts to save my life. And I've been wearing contacts for like 6 years at that point. Because glasses were not cool. Glasses were not cool, except if you were a hipster in 2013, which I was. But I was also a jock, and having your glasses fly off your face in the middle of a soccer game is not fun. Running with glasses, not fun. Running while legally blind, not fun. So, I had to find eyeliner that wouldn't, like, cause my eyes to water or itch or whatever. I couldn't use CoverGirl liquid liner, specifically that one literally burned. Don't know why. I'm doing it a little more underneath because the lights are too bright and my eyes are watering a little bit from that. But they're not watering from this. Love it. I am super happy with this. These are like $10, by the way. Just putting that out there. I'm gonna put my links in the description for, let's see. I don't actually know what it is. I could spell my own name right, that would help. Boom. I'm gonna government name myself in the chat here, but this is my link for this if anybody would like to purchase an eyeliner. Help me out. That would make me very happy. Yeah. I'll put that over here as well. And it is in my stories on Instagram. If you're on there, definitely check that out. So, I'm happy about this. I have wanted to find a similar eyeliner to this since college, because I didn't think Avon was a thing anymore. And it turns out not only are they a thing, they have improved significantly. Again, I'm going to show you. The fact that you can literally see the shimmer on my very poor quality webcam. I love it. And it's actually teal, it's not turquoise. Like, it has the green undertone. So, this is pretty much the makeup look, I guess. I feel like that's a pretty good one. And you can definitely see the blush under the foundation. I'm going to be that person right now and put more on and have blush blindness, but you can see it under the foundation. I think it's a very nice consistency. I don't feel itchy from this either. I guess time will tell if I have an allergic reaction to it, but so far it's feeling pretty good. I put a little more on this side because I don't think it was even. Blends well on top of foundation as well. No patchiness. Obviously my nose, it's just on my nose. No foundation there, because I have developed freckles in the last few years, and I like to show them off. I remember I used to draw freckles on my face all the time, like they were going out of style. They were. And then Kayla Malek single-handedly brought it back. Shout out to her. Genuinely the most authentic 21-year-old I have seen on the internet in a long time, including me, because when I was 21, I was constantly drunk. I'm just doing bottom mascara because I did actually put something on my bottom lid today that is more prominent, and my personal preference is doing bottom mascara with a more bold look for balance. But generally, if I'm doing natural colors, I will not do bottom mascara because I think it makes my eyes look smaller. My eyes are really big, so maybe I should make them look smaller, but I like it. I like having doll eyes. I have never seen Jaws, but that actually changed the whole look. Just putting on the mascara. Good thing it's almost evening. I guess that'll work. To change the whole look for evening, just put on mascara on the bottom lashes. Maybe add either a black wing to the top or falsies. I love it. It's giving teen magazine day to night. I don't know which one. Teen Vogue, probably. I don't fucking know. I don't know. I'm old. I'm so happy with this. It actually shows up. And I didn't have to do 5 layers. Okay. So, now I'm just going to very lightly contour. So we're going to switch to the 9T palette, which is my other favorite. This is the 4th one I've owned of these. Please sponsor me, Morphe. I'm begging you. Literally begging. This is a bunch of neutrals, and a couple of them are shimmery. I love it. It's my fave. This is my second favorite base color, but I only use it in the summer because it is a little bit more peachy toned. So, we're going to grab this little teeny tiny brush and just outline my nose contour with this neutral brown. And if y'all have been following me, especially on YouTube, for the last 10 years, you know that my whole thing for so long, probably 8 years in a row, was I do not contour my nose to look smaller. I would literally follow the exact lines of my nose. I do still love my nose. I think it's perfect. However, sometimes I get bored. And I had a lot of fun with the e-girl look in 2022. So I do actually contour my nose now. Not always. Sometimes I'll just like brush it on like I used to on the outside and the bottom and call it good, but we're doing a tutorial right now, so I'm going to actually do it. And then I'm going to take this brush. It's a little bit stiffer. This is an e.l.f. eyeshadow brush. It's like $2. And the only thing with not putting foundation on my nose anymore is sometimes my nose contour will get a little patchy. So if I feel like that's happening, I will blend it using the leftover foundation on the brush. But for the most part, I don't really do foundation on my nose anymore. And then the contour is just to help give it some definition. I actually broke my nose once and I don't remember it. I must have been drunk. So it used to be like perfectly straight, and then there's like this little bump on the top, and it kind of used to go up a little. I gained a bunch of weight when I was pregnant, so it doesn't go up at the end anymore. So it's pretty much just straight with this bump, right? But if you look straight on, you can see it's slanted now. Don't know when that happened. So I do try my best to kind of line it up when I contour, but sometimes it's going to look slanted, and that's okay. We are not here to be perfect. We are here to have fun. It goes for everything in life, but especially makeup. We are not here to be perfect. We are here to have fun and create and do whatever the hell we want to do. So that's pretty much how I contour my nose now. And I'm going to do a tiny bit, another e.l.f. brush, tiny bit underneath, same color. This is honestly more of a shadow than a contour at this point. I used to do like the drag queen contour because I thought I was ugly and fat and whatever. It turns out I was bloated from drinking all the time. So don't really need to do that. Just need a little bit of a shadow because I don't really have cheekbones or a jawline. Same thing in my cheeks. I'm doing it really light. Normally I would use this dark brown in the middle, but I'm doing it really light right now because of the blush. I want that to stand out more. And then this warmer peachy tone I kind of mix with it to do my forehead, just because I don't want my forehead to look like gray. That can happen sometimes because it doesn't really get tan when I have bangs. And that's it. My contour alone used to be like a 7-step process, and now it's like... This doubles as a bang brush, in my opinion. This is also an e.l.f. brush. e.l.f. and Morphe sponsoring me would be a dream come true. I mean, they're already cheap, so it's not like it's a lot of money, but... Oh, what up? Give you mod? Why? So you can tell people... Bullying? Jose's bullying me in the chat, guys. That's what my auto mod said. Okay, anyways, this is pretty much how I do my makeup now. It is looking a little unblended in the center. And then let's do highlights. Let's do highlight today. This is Jeffree Star Hypothermia Supreme Frost. Take this brush, which my friend gave me in 2016 for Christmas. Maybe 2015. Shut up. I don't want to get in trouble, so we're gonna deny those. I'm not at partner yet, bro. You gotta help me get there. You can be mod if you can behave yourself. And then, I don't know, should I do a cheek highlight? No, I do not want trouble. That's... Go back to chat XO if you... Right, that's the one that doesn't exist anymore, right? I don't know, to be honest. How do I gift? I know how subs work. No, I'm not. I, like, re-entered it, but I don't think she let anybody in because it's her birthday week, so... Just waiting. Oh, wait, no, that was like 2 weeks ago. Yeah, I'm probably not in it then. I'm probably perma-banned. Oh, God. I'm probably banned for life. That's fine, because it was a... You know why I left? I left because I didn't have time to keep up with it, and I thought I was going to get kicked for inactivity. I actually had a great time the last time I was in that server. And the only thing that happened was I blocked 2 people. But I was going to rejoin it because I wanted to... see if anybody wanted to do any specific games with me. Didn't listen to me when I told her not to be with a certain someone. Are you talking about the red hair dude? God, that was a shit show. Do you know how many DV charges this guy has gotten? In DV and him charges, snowflake charges, this guy has gotten in the last 2 years since we broke up. It is insane. Insanity. Like, take care of your children, dude. Like, I probably should not talk about that, but I did. I posted every single person that I used to associate with, like, mugshot and then their charges. And I was like, we're done playing games. Also, thank you for the 100 bits. I just noticed that. Did the alert sound go off? Is it broken? I think it's broken. You did tell me. And I was like, but he has red hair and it's so pretty. Yeah, so here's how we broke up. He sent me like a book about how he didn't want to like betray my trust, which means he was going to cheat on me, or he did. But that he felt like he had more history. It's echoing. Oh, that sucks. Why is it echoing? Do I have something else open somewhere? Whatever. He said he didn't want to betray me. I'm going to turn off my desktop audio. That's probably it. That, he had more history with this other person than he did with me. And that was why he... Well, that's annoying. Anyway, he sent me this whole book about how much he cared about me, but that it was not gonna be a good thing. And then the next day, I went to a bar, and... Oh, wait, no. I drove past the bar. Just cruising Maine, and they have, like, a big patio, so that whole gate thing was up, so I could see everyone that was in there, and I saw him with that girl. Girl is a loose term. She's, like, 42. And for clarification, he was 25 at the time. And I spin around, very badly parallel park. I walk in there and I go, can I talk to you? And he goes, no. And I look at her and she looks at me like, okay. And I look at him again and I had this brief moment of clarity that if I get in a bar fight stone cold sober, that's just assault and I'm gonna go to jail. So I turn around and I walk out with my head held high, get in the car, drive down the street, and I'm crying on the phone to one of my friends. And then I was like, you know what? This is a good thing. I'm leaving this job anyways. I'm never gonna see him again. Restart my life. And then like 2 months after that, he got arrested again. And then 2 months after that, he got a DV charge. And he just got another one last month because somebody told me that his kid's mom was in jail. And I was like, I wonder why. I bet it has something to do with him. Sure enough, they booked both of them for fighting, but it was him. They haven't been together in years, so why is that a thing? And she was smiling in the mugshot, like she knows that the law is on her side. Like, I've known her since high school. She's awesome. He blames her for all of his problems. And yet apparently is continuing to make her life miserable. So I'm glad somebody finally got him. Yeah. Better off. And then now anytime any of my friends try to set me up with someone with red hair, I'm like, goodbye. Get away from me. And then obviously you know about the prison guy. That was a... There's going to be a full breakdown on my YouTube about that. Like, my birthday this year is literally going to be like reflections of my late 20s. And all of the shit that's gone down. God. No, I do not like violence, but I'll throw hands in self-defense. Badly. Nobody ever taught me how to do that correctly, so... Yep. Little girly pop over here doing whatever. Okay, should I put this lip stain on my lips, or should I just do it as blush? That is the real tea right now. I'm thinking I'm still gonna need lip liner if I do that, just because it's red. And I prefer having a bit of a neutral undertone to that. But yeah, I genuinely think he cheated on me and that was a cover, and I also don't care. But I was really upset about it at the time. Holy shit. Okay, have fun at work. Bye. Like, at the time, I was so pressed about it. And then, I don't know. It's kind of the same thing I was talking about in my last stream, like a couple months of working on myself. And I realized that was always going to end that way. Because I had a specific view of him from the beginning, just from knowing he was an addict and just from knowing that he was related to somebody I had beef with. So it was never going to end well. And that I only wanted to be with him because I was lonely, I was missing my kid, and he had red hair. And I think that's pretty shallow. I'm not saying it's okay that he's a crappy person, and he definitely needs help, but for my own sanity, right, I can't sit there and be like, this motherfucker owes me, because it's never going to happen. Nobody that owes you an apology is going to give you one. Unless they're in a 12-step program, I guess. I don't fucking know. So my main focus was like, okay, how do I avoid this happening again? Well, I look at why I do it in the first place. I look at myself and go, what do I think I'm missing that I think this person can give me, and can I give it to myself, and am I actually missing it? And so with him, it was just like, I have a type physically, which is shallow, and I also was, you know, lonely on a very deep level. And we were together all the time because we worked together. So I looked at all of that and I went, okay, I am never going to act like that again. I'm never going to go on a date with somebody looking for something. I'm going to go on a date with them to get to know them. And, that's pretty. I like this. Again, Avon for the win. There was this lip oil, I want to say it was Maybelline, but it might not have been, like, in 2010, that, like, had a brush and then it would click and the oil would come out. And this one girl I knew had it, and I never found it in a store. And I have been looking for something similar for so long, and I think this might be it. This is so pretty. It does feel pretty conditioning too. Like my lips feel pretty good. Anyway, so I moved away from my hometown last year, and again, like I technically moved away from my hometown a few years ago, but I lived like right next to it, and still the water was infinitely better. Pay attention to your local elections. Oh, I like that. That is beautiful. So, I moved like 100 miles away. And I went on a couple dates when I moved up here. And genuinely, I was like, these are not going anywhere. These people are not. Nope, but we can be friends. And that went a lot better. Like, genuinely just not looking for something and just going on a date to be like, we'll see what happens, instead of having some kind of expectation tied to it of like, it has to go this way, I want a relationship, whatever, has actually worked out a lot better. And I've made some good friends, and I have found more of what I want as opposed to just a list of like stuff I don't want. So I think it worked out pretty well. And that all came from that breakup, ironically enough, because it was like, it was never going to go anywhere. So, just learning lessons, improving myself, all of that stuff. Probably also helped with the skin glow up, not gonna lie, because I stopped wearing makeup working at that job. Life is good, man. Life is good. So, yeah, this is what I'm going to be doing for today. I may or may not stream tonight. If it's not tonight, it's going to be tomorrow, but I am going to go cook now. So this is the final look. And again, I was trying out the Avon Glimmer Lip Oil. There's my alarm, perfect. And then I also was retrying the Glimmer Eyeliner, and I am very impressed with the formula improvement. So, yeah. Avon link is in the comments and also on my Instagram stories. I do get a commission. So, yeah, check it out. And I purposely pick A, stuff I've used before, B, stuff that's lower cost, just because I personally, like, that's how I operate, is like finding the best budget products, finding the best everyday products, and skincare. So yeah, we've changed a little bit since I gotta have all the super expensive rainbow palettes days. That being said, if anybody has any old Kat Von D palettes that are in the original packaging, I will pay. Okay, I'm looking for those. But yeah, this is the makeup look for today. I'm gonna go cook dinner now, and I will see you next time I'm live. Bye bye.